Hi everyone, be welcome to our video. Today we are going to talk to you about the American Council on Teaching of Foreign Languages, or better known as ACTFL. So be welcome to our presentation. We hope you can enjoy this video. Okay, so to start talking about this professional organization, we have to mention that it is well known and respected by world language educators, scholars, education administrators, and government officials. Since its inception in 1967, the ACTFL has been at the forefront of innovation with regard to best practices for teaching world languages. In addition, it provides support and advocacy for world language educators and for world language initiatives within the local and national government entities. The ACTFL's most notable contributions are the readiness standards for learning languages and the ACTFL proficiency guidelines of 2012. Which have been widely adopted in world languages programs across the US and abroad. Every year, the ACTFL holds its annual conference in one of a half dozen or so major cities around the US, attracting world language educators and scholars of all grades, including higher education institutions. Workshops and presentations cover a wide variety of topics that range from teaching with technology to classroom activities to scholarly papers and research.
The population that is addressed the ACTFL assessments are for global use, so it can be used in academic institutions, government agencies, and private corporations. And there are certain purposes to use this type of assessment, that is for academic placement, student assessment, professional certification, program evaluation, hiring, and promotional qualification. And 700,000 tests are administered by ACTFL per year in more than 120 languages in over 60 countries through language testing internationally. ACTFL assessments are respected internationally and used by thousands of academic institutions, government agencies, private corporations, and many others, as I mentioned before. And this is for purposes of academic placement, students assessment, program evaluation, and many others. So the reliability and validity of ACTFL assessment is well documented by many peer-reviewed third-party studies. So ACTFL certified raters are highly specialized language professionals who have completely rigorous certifications and calibration process that includes with a raters demonstrated ability to consistently rate samples with a high degree of reliability.
Talking about ACTFL exam components, we have that it designs a proficiency level for each language skills, so speaking, reading, writing, and listening. For each one of these, it elaborates a range between distinguished and novice speaker. For these three first proficiency levels of novice, intermediate, and advanced speaker, the exam creates three subcategories of high, low, and mid level. These are cumulative, what means that if you want to be considered an intermediate speaker, you should first to qualify as novice in all the other skills. Okay, novice speakers are able to use basic words, memorize some phrases related with everyday topic, and also maintain simple conversations, but they cannot yet speak in a sentence level discourse. Okay, so intermediate speakers are able to use vocabulary and phrases to create personal meaning with the language. Also, they can speak in sentences or a string of sentences to talk about everyday topic. Advanced level speakers are able to produce a paragraph or a number of paragraphs of a speech to talk about any topic, and also they are able to talk in an informal or an informal way. Besides of that, they can speak in different tenses, for example, future, past, past simple, continuous, and so on.
Writing. Novice writers can produce practice words and simple phrases. As learners progress to novice high, they can create short and simple sentences with familiar vocabulary, but they cannot create sentences high-level writing all the time. Intermediate. Intermediate writers can communicate simple practical information and answer to basic questions. Learners mostly use present tense in their writing, but they can use also different time frames as they progress. Advanced writers can produce different styles of their writing. For example, they can use different paragraphs, styles, ideas, linking sentences, and all together, and they can be understood by the native speakers. Listening. Novice listeners understand high frequency words and need to use frequency sentences, repetition, and also they need to use slowed speech to help the understanding of them. Intermediate. Intermediate listeners can understand sample speech and they need a context to understand these sentences on these paragraphs, and also they need to use common words, familiar words, or a specific situation for their comprehension. Advanced listeners. Advanced listeners can understand descriptive, narrative, complex, and academic situations, and also they are often able to recognize the intention of the native speakers. Reading. Readers with a novice level can understand text when they present a context or a predictable highly phrases. Readers are able to understand the text when they are participating in this test previously and when they already know what is the context, what is the specific topic, and what can they understand part by part and try to link in a connection between them. Intermediate. Intermediate readers can understand text when they use a familiar words or familiar phrases, and also they can find loosely information in a paragraph. But if the text has many information or many unfamiliar words, it could be complicated for them. Advanced readers. Advanced readers can understand and identify the main idea of the supporting ideas of different type of tests, and also they are able to give different structures of different details about the topic. But this is not only about the context or about the topic, they have to understand the language itself. And that's all, my friends. Thank you for watching our video. We are very glad to help you with this interesting topic. Don't forget to comment below. See you next time!